Look how easy that was. It's recording. Okay. How are you two?
Wonderful.
Good. I'm super happy that you're here. And I guess I only do want to take this as a half an hour. I only ever want to take it as a half an hour. If it gets shorter than that, fine. But it's a touch base. And what I thought that I would touch base on today, because we have this webinar, and then we have the Christmas party on the 14th. No. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then we've got one more webinar on the 21st. And then we have a break until we start in 2014. And what I thought I would do is say, just like last week at the unit meeting, we were talking about goal setting. I thought that today would be a perfect time for the Cocoon Club to talk about goal setting and to share with each other what we are going to do over the next 4 weeks. Because if you think about it, we are going to take a break. I know we are. I'm going to take a break. I'm taking a break for 2 solid weeks in that time. And we know that we still want to plan what we're going to do. So I thought that it'd be a good idea today, the first Wednesday of the month, to talk about what we're planning on doing in the next 4 weeks until we get to the second week of January. So why don't we go around? We'll start with Adrian, go to Trudy, and then go to Wendy. That's alphabetical order. And we'll just share what we are going to do, and we get to make it up. So remembering that I think we should still do weekly reports, because wouldn't it be funny if while we're on break, we got a booking or two, and we just had 1 or 2, like we've had zeros all the way across some weeks, but we take a break and all of a sudden we get a booking, it'd be kind of nice to keep track of it. So we can take a break from the recording after the 20th if you want to. We could say let's not report until the first week of the month is over. So maybe January 11th. Maybe that's the first time that we actually put in a report.
I think just
Adrian, let's let you go. You go.
Okay, I think we should keep reporting, because what that'll essentially mean is everyone will be putting in zeros. Fine, we're expecting that. Which means by the middle of January, when we come back and doing stuff, everyone will be on par. Everyone will be at zero. And it'll be a really good indication to see how things ramp up for 2017. Okay. There'll be no leftover. So that's it. Little bit of discipline there. Put it in if it's zeros. And the other side of it is if people don't put stuff in, they'll still get zeros by default anyway.
Correct.
So keep it going. All right. So the next 4 weeks, let's see, where are we? We're there. I've got one party on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I haven't got anything booked. I'm prepared to do some, so hopefully on Sunday somebody will want to book there.
All right.
And that's, there, Jacqueline.
And that's for the month of December?
Yep, that's right. So December I've got one more party. January I've got 4 parties booked already.
Okay.
Including a double party road trip to Orange. 2 parties, 1 day in Orange.
Yeah,
which I'm very pleased about because it makes things well. So at the moment I'm feeling confident, and some of those parties, about getting a few more bookings.
When is your trip to Orange? What date?
14th of January.
Thank you.
And then I've got another party on
I'm
the 15th.
not busy. I'd like to maybe join you, but I might be busy.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely.
Go ahead.
So that would be good. What my plan is to make sure that I've got all the people that have ever expressed any passing interest in my little future consultants book.
Okay.
Yeah, as I like to refer to it, my kindling book. For the
campfires.
For the campfires. I have my kindling who are potential.
Oh my God, when you're a regional leader, you're going to have the kindling club. I love it.
I'll have the kids. So So people who are in the team already, they're my Tinder. I know. Actually, I might change that now that I say it out loud. Yeah. Anyway, and then I have my kindling, so for the things. Anyway, that's it. So I'll go through and make sure that everybody's, got that. They're in the book. Do a bit of touch basing depending on the time. So obviously not through Christmas, but letting people know, inviting people to regional, so they've got plenty of advance notice and things, not leaving it to the last minute, inviting them to the launch party on the 4th as well. For that, let me just write that down. Team time.
I think that, to your point, the launch party should be, and this is for everybody, the launch party is a party. It's not an information night. It's not a product launch. It's casual, congratulatory, celebratory, first of the year, fresh. It's about freshness. There will be, it'll be from 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock at my house with the doors wide open, and with candles and lanterns and all kinds of stuff everywhere, and wine and cheese and beer, and just, relaxed. I may ask for people to bring a plate of things to share, so that it's just, cheese and fruit and snacks, whatever people bring.
Okay, because I thought it was the first team meeting of the year.
It is.
Time.
But it's not. It's a launch.
Okay.
So it's being run very differently. So
I'd
like you to invite people to it, but I think those people should be more of your. I think that the people you invite to that should be the people who are significantly on your radar as kindling. Working towards developing them into consultants by introducing them to consultants. All right, and being very overt about it.
Okay, good. Not just your randoms, but your kind of focused randoms.
Right. So versus regional, and hey, Sharon, and a regional meeting, what we should have is we should be inviting more people. So that would be a more, shout it out to the rooftops. Let's get these people to the regional.
Get everybody in. Okay, good thing. Okay, well, yeah. So that's my general gist, and just keep my finger a bit on the pulse of things. And I'm hoping for a party, at least one more party coming up.
All right. I would suggest that you're going to be able to have a party after the 15th, just because we have the new catalog, and because we have the old catalog, and because we will have the specials that are going to come up.
Yep.
So my suggestion would be that all of us consider the strategy of, is it possible for us to have people over or people ordering in that format? You know what I mean? Just having people, maybe you say December 22nd is my last party of the year. I'm going on holidays on the 23rd. We've got this great sale. We've got this extra catalog. I only have one copy of it. Can't give out the copies. Can't show you it online. You have to come to my place or to McDonald's or to wherever it is. And you have to have a look at it. And I even doubt you'll have the fragrances. But the reason that catalog is being launched isn't really for customers. It's for us to be able to order what we need so that in January we have it. So you could use it as a teaser, though, to get people to come.
I've been using the new starter kit picture.
Nice. Yeah.
That flyer, and I've been doing that, and I've been getting there, and at the last couple of parties, so at Premier's party and stuff, and I said, if anybody wants a sneak peek for what's going to be in, this is the kit that you get now, and this is the special. And you can see there's some new things. Look at that. Aren't they lovely? Point them out. Have a look at that.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Adrian, very much. Let's move on, and we'll get other ideas. Welcome, Sharon, and welcome, Jacqueline. If we're going in alphabetical order, it's Jacqueline's turn. Jacqueline,
you're in shadow.
That's okay.
Light on your face.
Adrian, we're all right with that. She can see that. and we got less time than we know. So Jacqueline, would you please share with us your plans over the next 4 weeks?
Well, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My plans for the next 4 weeks, I have a party on the 4th and one on the 5th of January. One's
Yeah.
old host. The other one is a brand new customer. So I'm really pleased with that. And at this point, after that, there hasn't been a lot of me the last couple of weeks. We're moving house this weekend, and to be really honest with you, that's where my focus is. I'm sitting on about this much. The reason this lamp is here is because I haven't been packed yet. So it's this big where my bottom is, and if I turn the computer around, you would see me. So basically, that's where my focus is. But I did, was asked today by the new host, actually, when am I having my house warming and launch of new range. So now I wanted to do that anyway, but I just haven't got my head around where to do that. But yes, I be perfectly honest with you, I don't have more at this point booked. Other than that, I do have 2 parties from people that had cancelled in November and said they would definitely do something in the new year. So if I can get my act together and organise those 2, that would be good. But I also have 2 in February already booked. So
Good. February. All right.
Yeah.
And you're totally aware of the launch party at my place on the 4th and the regional meeting and customer launch party on the 29th.
I am, because I wrote all that down.
Good.
Just now, thinking it was Adrian's party at his. So what time is that on the 4th? So I've got a party on the 4th.
It's from 6 o'clock until 9 o'clock.
Oh, cool. All right, mine's at 2 o'clock.
Cool. All right, excellent. So it sounds to me like the regional and the launch plus a housewarming are 3 activities in January that you might be working on.
Yeah, absolutely. We wanted to do as in a housewarming on the 14th, and I spoke to the kids about last night, and they said, well, why don't you do a party like housewarming in the morning, and then friends and family and all the people left over type of thing in the afternoon. So we might be looking at something like that. I don't want it to be a family and friends come on over, we're welcoming you, finally we can have a party at our house and everybody can come over and I'm not embarrassed about it, and have candles around. And I don't want it to be obviously my candle's going to be out, obviously the house is going to be smelling great, but I don't want it to be and there's the crown sitting over there, by the way. I if I'm going to be doing that, it'll be a proper, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. I totally know what you mean. There's definitely, it's that's the Amway way. The Amway way is to actually invite people over to a dinner, but then smuzzle them with a business. We don't want to do that.
Yeah, the long overdue way. Yeah.
All right. Well,
everybody knows I'm in. They already know what I'm doing, but there's a difference. But you know what I'm talking about. So.
Bravo. All right. Excellent. Thank you very much. And going in alphabetical order, we got to go to Sharon, can you share with us what you plan on doing over the next 4 weeks for your business?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good. All right. Great. Right. I haven't got any parties for December, but I have submitted one show with orders of 500. So I'm just going to keep on tab with customers and what they need from this catalogue until the end of December.
Yeah.
If I pick up a party along the way, great. But otherwise, I'm touching base with all my hostesses for January.
Yeah.
Wanting to that customer care calls on track and make sure they're all keen for their parties so they can get their extra $100 gift certificate to spend.
Yeah.
Oh no, what is it? Double. Sorry, double. So at the moment, I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 5, 6 for January.
Great.
So I've just got to keep track. So keep it strong so that they're all keen to go ahead.
Absolutely. So for you, I would say again, the thought about having a party of your own
I've already booked that in my diary.
After the 15th, and inviting people to come to that to get the specials that haven't been announced yet, as well as inviting them to see the new catalog that you have a copy of.
Oh, yes.
Yep. Now, I'm not saying that you won't have the stackers. Wouldn't it be brilliant if you did? But if we all put in pre-order packs, hopefully they ship those out on the 15th. And by the 22nd, I would hope that we'd have them. But you can't guarantee that. So that'll be just an added bonus.
I haven't booked a party for myself at home, but I have got, I had a bit of a sale going at home on the weekend of old stock, making room for new.
Yeah.
But also people that came, I gave them a little sneak peek of the new catalogue.
Yeah.
And I also then, I've actually kept the sale open for anyone who wants to come and personally shop with me and see if they want anything from the current catalogue, plus if they want anything that I've got on my table for sale. So I'm really only doing it to get money to buy new things from the new catalogue too. So
I love it.
Nothing I've advertised publicly on Facebook because I know Party Light don't necessarily like that, but I'm just keeping it personal.
Well, and I was just going to say there's somebody on Facebook who's put up, about 48 pictures of the things that she's selling. And I just know that that's going to get her in trouble. So I'm glad she's not in our group. And I didn't complain about it because it's...
Is that on the consultants page?
Pardon?
On the consultants page?
I don't think so. On her own profile, I think. She's just put pictures up of what she's got for sale and, a whole bunch of old stuff.
I just made a private page. I just made a private group and invited certain people to look at it. That's all.
Perfect.
I don't have my page at all.
Yeah.
So.
No, I like the way that you've done that. And I support it privately.
Yeah.
All of that.
Can I just say I had one of my customers rang me the other day and said, what do I do about this on eBay? There's a consultant selling it. And I said, don't be silly, they wouldn't do that. And she sent me a screenshot. And there's just masses. People, consultants. Wrong, fail.
Yeah. Well, they all get reported to Party Light by somebody. There's a lot of whistleblowers out there. I'd rather us not spend our time worrying about it. We could just go sell more stuff. But there are definitely whistleblowers out there that tell Party Light about every single thing they find on eBay. And Party Light does, if they are consultants, stop them. And if they are not consultants, they can't do anything about it. And because we are consultants, we know that often when you include the shipping and the price that they're charging and the lack of guarantee of quality. Yeah. So anyway, let's leave that alone. Sharon, thank you very much. For everybody's sake, I wanted to share with you this. If you had parties in November or December that have not booked for January, even if they said no, I would get out some note cards and I would write them a note that says that January is coming. They are eligible for, and give them a $50 voucher and in a nice big black texter, not in a little pen like this. This is wussy. In a big black texter, make it 100. And then also on the back, write plus 40% product credit. All right, so just, and write them a nice little note that says, this is special just for you or anybody that you give it to. You hear what I just said? Because Party Light never figured out how to actually track this stuff. So in my opinion, if a mother says, can I give it to my daughter? I'm going to say, yeah, give it to your daughter. If she has a $500 party and if you attend it, then I will honor that. All right? So double up, baby. And there.
So would that be a question of putting...
Sorry.
Would that be a question of putting the January party in the original host's name, even though the mother's hosting it?
I think so, but just seeing, because the ship to address can be the daughter's name. Yeah, but I actually don't even think they can track that. So we'll just see. Let's test it early on in the game.
Can I just say, I did a similar thing. I've already said a similar thing to a very good customer who couldn't have a party in November or December, but tried to do a catalogue party and got a few orders, but not enough. Her best friend had a party in November, and her best friend said, no, I'm not doing it in January. And I said, Natalie, I will honour you as her in January.
Except she didn't get to 500.
No, but her friend did, and she gave her some orders as well.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, and she's a very good customer. She orders all the time from me without being at a party.
Yeah.
So I said, I'll do that for you. I said, because you're a good customer.
Yeah.
I said, but otherwise, not everybody, no.
So let me be clear about the authenticity and the ethics of what I've just said. Party Lights put this bridging promotion together so that we have active Januaries. If we can use the promotion to take what's a joint, a joint host environment in 1 month and then have a shared party in the next month, then it's perfectly, in my mind, authentic to the purpose of the promotion. And I think that I have absolutely no qualms. I'm not trying to cheat the system. I'm trying to use the system to get more bookings. So it's about bookings. All right, so that was Jacqueline and Sharon, and now we are to Trudy. Trudy, what are you planning on doing over the next 4 weeks?
Okay, well, taking what you've just advised, sending those vouchers out to anybody that hadn't rebooked for January. That's a given. That'll be done. I'll do that over the weekend. And I've so far only got 3 bookings. 4. She hasn't put a date to it, so I'm not calling it a booking. I will book a home party in January, not a problem. I'm not going to do it in December because I'm going to do it in January and give it as a mystery host. Nice. So I want the benefits that way in order to do. Yep. And usually when I have a January, I have massive sales. So that'll be the goal. And that way I want to try, or I will bonus, but I will try to see what else I can do with that. I'm trying to hot month January, so that'll be huge.
All right, I'm just writing hot month there. Did you, I'll share with the rest of the Cocoon Club where we're at, because it's going to come out next week, and I want you guys to be all aware of what's going on. So both Mel and Trudy took another Grace Month in November, which means that at the current time, they both have units, but both of their units are currently rainbows until they have another hot month, and they've got 4 months to do that. All right. So this was the same situation that Sharon was in. Sharon's team is not strong enough to help her do that. She would have had to do all the work herself, and she chose not to, which is the right thing to do. And so this Cocoon Club that's why I want to go to yellow. So Jacqueline, you weren't here when I said this, but when I make this graph up, this chart up, I start with everything red and then I turn things yellow or green. I want to change that next month. By the end of January, I want our Cocoon Club to have yellow be the predominant color. And I'm going to stay with free for now. Yep. The predominant color is going to be yellow. So our theme song is that we all live in the yellow submarine. We all live in the yellow submarine. So I want you to be hearing that in the car. I want you to play it. I want you to think we are all going to work towards these numbers. And a hot month is something we should actually go for all the time. We need to be sponsoring more people. So I'm going to be focusing the Cocoon Club and my efforts and my webinars. If this really works as well as it seems to be working, then what I really want to do is I want to have a lot more conversations with you guys and let you listen in on the phone calls I'm making. So seriously, the quality of this is sounding really good to me.
Very good.
If it was just one-on-one and I was making some phone calls to my clients and you were getting to listen on speakerphone to what they were saying, so that you could just observe that, and then you could do the same, and I can listen to yours, and we can give each other feedback. We will get better and better at this. So stay tuned to that. By the way, this free version gives you 40 minutes for free of these calls. So this is costing us nothing. And the only reason I might upgrade is so I can do longer webinars. So I'm not sure that everybody needs to invest in it. It's free. So I'll keep going. So I guess I wanted to share with you guys that especially Jacqueline and Adrian, who are, and Sharon, who are working towards becoming unit leaders. We need this Proud Out Loud sales thing to become Proud Out Loud sponsoring. And Adrian and I think it was you, Adrian, today talking about the issue of, we know that we're going to parties that aren't going to turn into starter parties. We need to start booking parties that have every intention of becoming starter parties, because the conversation started that way to begin with. And I have a feeling that the way we present the opportunity to book a party is going to morph and change over the next few months, because we're going to be more upfront about the fact, love you to book a party and see if you like it as a consultant or whether you'd like to be a host. You know what I mean? From the very beginning, from the first blah out of our mouth, it's, you should have a party and see what it's like, because you might like to do this as a business. And if
I've noticed, because we had that conversation a little while ago about being more upfront with it, and this is what I do, and this is how much I make, you know, for coming to a party and things like that. And I've noticed that more hosts are saying, not now, rather than, oh no, I couldn't do that, or oh no, it's not for me. It's not now.
What you might have, you actually might have 2017 kind of pent up. See, you know, people like Chelsea Conan say that she's overwhelmed because of me double bonusing already. Well, the reason I've double bonused is I've got lots and lots of pent up demand that I've worked on over time. And all of a sudden, something's going to happen. And Sharon's in the same situation, and Trudy's in the same situation. We've been doing this, and we've got these, the dam is building.
And Trish.
People start to jump over, you know. All right. Let's see.
Well, that's exactly the same thing you said one day at B&I, when I was there as concierge and you were there as you, and you passed around a, it's when I'd started, but I was still there as concierge, and you'd passed around an order page one day, you know, one of the sign-ups, this is the specials this month, who wants to do it? And you got, you know, $700 or $800 on the sign-up sheet just going around the table. Yeah. And I said, oh my God, you got that? And she said, yeah. And you said, yeah, but I've been coming to B&I for 4 years.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. It's
the relationships. And I definitely have 11 years of clients that I deal with. So thank you for sharing with me what your plans are for the next 4 weeks. What I would like to do as well is, in a fortnight's time, when we have our next meeting, I would like to actually share with each other what our goals are for 2017. So that gives us a fortnight to write them down and either make them into a visual statement that we can share, and or to have a bulleted list that we can just review. I don't want you making it up on the spot. I actually want to give this as homework right here and right now and say that over the next 2 weeks, create your vision board in any format you want it to be in. I'm going to create a visual one because it's way beyond time for me to have created one. Mine's 2 years old and I've achieved all but 2 things on it. And I think that might be why I'm feeling a little bit stagnant, but who knows? I'm not stagnant. Things are going very, very well. I'm really quite excited to see what your guys' goals are, and the other people who aren't on this call, to look to them as well and see what they're looking to do. Now, Sharon is now in the same situation that Jacqueline and Adrian and Alana, and that's it, are in. Oh, and Catherine. And that is, she needs to have 6 people underneath her become consultants, and that's great. I'm actually excited about Sharon having 6 new people on her team and having that momentum continue so that she ends up at the end of the year. So Sharon, I would set a business goal for you that you have 12 or more people in Vivere that are new in 2017. So 1 per month as your goal of people that you add in the entire year of 2017, in addition to the people who are already there. Because although they're all rainbows now, you never lose them unless they promote out while you're not a leader. So we won't let that happen. We want you to be that leader. If Vanessa caught on fire, I would do everything in my power for you to be above her, because let's be honest, you're in my front line. I want you in my front line. I want Vanessa in my second line, or whoever catches fire. I used her as an example. Wendy would be another example, who came to new consultant training for the 2nd time yesterday and added incredible value to my life. I like her. We needed more Wendys on the team. Trudy, bring a Wendy on. It's all good. All right. I'll just quickly, we've got 2 minutes and 31 seconds before the pro version is required for us to continue this meeting. So I'm going to finish with this. It is my job as the leader of this group to help sponsor more people. And I've decided that in 2017, we are going to do more information nights. And I just need to figure out how to do that in order to support you guys. Do I need to do them at your homes with you? Do I need to travel more? Do I need to get into different areas of the city once a week? You know, one week I go out to Campbelltown area, one I go out to Penrith area, one I am in the inner west, and then if other areas, so be it. I just need to figure out what you want, and you need to tell me what you want, because it's important to me to give you exactly what you need. And I'm very happy to hold those information nights much more frequently, as long as we get people there. So the reason I would travel is so that you could get people there. And then I would be there like the Janelle and Jenny were there when they did ours. So I would love to do that. That's my goal in 2017, is to support your guys' development and growth into leadership. All right. So with that, I think we will stop the recording. Say to everybody who's listening to the replay, I hope that the replay is as good as the original, because this was awesome. And I think so far Zoom is beating any meeting by far. And I'll talk to you guys later. See you on the Facebook page.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.